So I figured out the name of the disciple whom Jesus loved. It's literally in John. Before I show it though, I have to show you another example. So tada lege curios. You can almost see it. The P is a R. The beginning of that one's an L. The middle thing is a G. It's a gamma. Lege curios, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord. And then it says, behold. I can go look at the other one. You know what it says? It says, idu. Idu after curios. So, I'm just saying, I know exactly what it says. So here it says, lege on knows. Only On knows. I always call Anna On because Anna's not a short enough name for me. Her name's On. So it says, lege on ho matetes ekenos on egapa, the one whom loved ho Ìzeus, to Petro. She said it to Peter, but all I'm saying is lege on. That's the name On. On and I go way back, and On and I are that tight, and On is who I view as Athena. I did not know that xenophobia was fear of Zeus, because Zeus will apparently show up to the Pharaoh of Egypt to his place he will show up to him, meet him while he's hunting. He's in the wilderness with his hawks, and I'll let my eagle off its chain, and it will kill his bird. And that will put an imprint on those people to the point that they don't understand that these birds are not predicting the future because of the Iliad. So that was cool, but I also wanted to point out something. So that right there is Paulon's name, but also right next to it you see Dia is what he's translating as Zeus, because he talks about the Aereos to Dios, and he translates that as Zeus, as Dios, which is God in Spanish. But he translates Paul as Paulon. Here you see Paul as Paulo. I think I'm looking at Acts right now, probably. I don't know. So in Acts, I just want to point out that it will actually call him Apollo, Ton Apollo, Ane in Corintho, and then it says Paulon after that, it's still talking about the same person. So do I think it's cool that On's name is in the Bible? I can't believe it actually says it. Lege On, the disciple whom loved Jesus, to Peter, the Lord este Simon un Petrus. Okay, this is weird. They're saying that Peter's naked. Why is Peter naked with the one whom Jesus loved? I'm super confused here. So Peter hearing that the Lord. I think that we all know that we've got a problem with Diaz Osato because I'm confused too much probably. So I feel like there's a word in there that's Allison that they're saying is C. But it's Allison in my language. All right, I think I'm not going to try to sit here and try to translate this, but I do know that On is who lege, the way that it works, lege curio, I've talked about it before, or lege curios, lege on, oh, matetes, it's that hard to get to the point that you can translate this that easily. Some of these words, it feels like they're changing that much. Artos is bread, but then arty is now, but I feel like that's not a good example, but for me that's a conversion that makes sense, but that's probably a really bad example. That's not what I don't know what example I want to use. I think I might be wrong about Simeon, but I don't know if I'm wrong about. I don't think I'm wrong about shepherd, because I have seen so many different variations of poimen. It's always to do. So at the top, where the first one's underlined, it says Buka to Arnea Mu. like at the top right, like like it says feed my lambs, but then when it talks about the sheep, the probata, like actually it says poimane maneta probata, which like I guess is like poimane mene is like very similar to the other word we were looking at, poimenes, which we were thinking was to guide. But like I keep seeing poi words having to do, which might like to do is to guide, like a boy maybe, but I don't know. But like I keep seeing probata, like because he says it again, like feed my sheep, but he does that time he uses a different word for it, and then amen, amen, like amen, like it's always saying like amen, like which is like the god of Egypt, and like it's like really weird when like Dia is getting translated as Zeus and Dios is getting translated as Zeus, and like everything except for Zeus is getting translated as Zeus. So probata, like we can assume that it would be like some sort of animal, like I mean, because I think that the word buka is still the word buka to feed. I don't know. All right, this is getting boring. I'm out. I love the one whom Jesus loved.